Hello everyone, glad to see you here for our today webinar. Come along with us, many important information will be shared with you during this webinar, and I know that you are proficient in the field of construction material, you are developers, designers and architects, and I truly believe that after this webinar your knowledge will be more upgraded about our products and especially about our particular product bricks. We will be with you today for an hour and we will more emphasize on the bricks and its role, our production line, and using the bricks for combination the traditional and modern design. Let's together first watching a video about the factory and our production line. It seems now you will be more interested in our brick products. Today we are honored to have engineer Fauzi who is developing bricks in Oman and using these beautiful products in his project. He is the director of Sunrise National Trading, and we're together going to having the speech of Mr. Fauzi. Hello, Mr. Fauzi. Can you hear me well?
الحمد لله احنا تم تأسيس الشركة في 2010 والى الحين ما زلنا في السوق وما زال السوق يذكر اعمالنا اللي قمنا فيها. في الفترة الأخيرة من 3 سنوات بالضبط قررنا ان نضع بصمة جديدة في السوق، نضع بصمة من ناحية الجمال، تكون المنازل أكثر جمالية في المنازل. نخلي المنازل هذه بدل ما تكون هذه البيوت مجرد انها احجار طابوق ومسكر ما فيها جمال، اصبحنا نبحث عن الناس ان الاشخاص تدور على البيت يكون مش مجرد انه بيت اسكن فيه، لا بيت استمتع فيه جماله، استمتع في المناظر الطبيعية في داخل البيت وخارج البيت. قمنا احنا حاليا بعدة مشاريع من الأحجار هذه، عملنا واجهات منازل وطلعت كانت جميلة جدا، وعملنا الباربيكيو ارياز في بعض المناطق في عمان، عملنا نافورات. فهذه الأشياء بدأت تعطي جمال جديد للسوق، وأصبح الناس يعرفون أن أوكي هذه في أشياء ممكن نستغلها. فإحنا الحمد لله بالتيم اللي معانا حاليا أصبحنا ننفذ مشاريع مع أن نبيع المواد. فأصبحت المواد هذه متوفرة وبالحلول المناسبة لها. فلو صار في يوم من الأيام عندك مشكلة أو حاجة، التيم مالنا موجود، ممكن يساعدوكم، يعني يقوم بأي أشياء تعيد جمالياتها. من الأشياء الجميلة أن في هذه الأحجار هذه أنك تعطيك النمط الجميل اللي دائما ما نحبه احنا لما نروح نسافر نشوف المنزل مبنايا، بعضهم يكون أحجار قديمة شكلها قديم، وفي بعضهم بالأشياء الحديثة. مع أحجارنا هذه احنا قادرين نجيب الأحجار الشكل القديم والشكل الحديث. المصنع شركائنا في المصنع في إيران الحمد لله عندهم إمكانيات هائلة مثل ما شفنا في الإنتاج، وهي أحد أكبر المصانع موجودة في أصفهان حاليا، منافسة في السوق، لهم تواجد في أوروبا ولهم تواجد كذلك في روسيا. فالحمد لله كشركة نعتقد احنا توفقنا ان نكون معاهم شراكة. فالحمد لله عندنا الحين مجموعة من الأعمال نقوم فيها ننفذها، وأصبحنا لدينا الخبرة كيفية تركيب الأحجار، وأصبح لدينا الخبرة من وين نجيب المواد الخاصة في تركيب هذه الأحجار. وفي بعض الأحيان حتى أن نساعد الآخرين. في شخص مثلا ما حب ياخذ المواد التركيب من عندنا، لا احنا نقول لك اوكي في عندنا شركاء محليين ممكن يجيبوا لك هذه الاشياء. فالحمد لله اننا ما زلنا موجودين في السوق، مع وجود كورونا اللي اثر على السوق كامل. اسواق العالم كلها تاثرت، ونحن ما نقول إلا ما تأثرنا، ولكن ما زلنا موجودين في السوق، وشركائنا في إيران موجودين معنا ومستعدين أنهم يقدمون لنا أي خدمات إحنا نحتاجها. حتى إحنا ممكن الشركة تعاونكم في أي تصاميم، في أي طلبات خاصة إحنا ممكن نتعاون فيها هذه. Thank you, Aisida.
Fauzi, thank you for a great speech. Do you have anything more mentioned here, Mr. Fauzi?
No, nothing. That's fine.
Okay, we will have you after some breaks and seeing the videos for question and answering. Mr. Fauzi, stay with us.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحیم. عرض ادب خدمت همه بزرگوارانی که ما را دنبال میکنم. خب بنده رضا چینی هستم، مدیر عامل واحد آجر نماچین. واحد آجر نماچین ما در سال 1370 تأسیس شده، یعنی الان 30 ساله هستش. منتها سابقه تولید بنده و خانواده ما در قسمت آجر، من نسل سومی هستم که در بخش آجر کار میکنم. یعنی 3 نسل تجربه مختلف در رابطه با تولید آجر ذخیره خانوادگی ما هستش. در واحد آجر نماچین که الان 30 ساله هست، سعی کردیم فقط به آجرهای نما برسیم و بخش‌های دیگر آجرهای سفال و قسمت‌های ماشین سازی رو در قسمت‌های دیگر انشالله توضیح میدم که خانواده ما دارن ادامه میدن. کارخونه آجر نماچین با کره‌های تونلی فعال هستش. سیستم جدیدش با کره رولری داره کار میکنه. آخرین تکنولوژی های روز دنیا رو داریم ازش استفاده میکنیم. سیستم پرسینگ های مختلف رو با قدرت فشار تا حدود 1000 تن ازش استفاده میکنیم و در بخش اکسترود رو هم باز دوره داریم تولیدات مختلفی رو انجام. توان قسمت آرندی ما بسیار زیاد بوده، بالغ بر 10,000 معدن داخل ایران شناسایی شده که بتوانیم از شیل‌ها، سنگ‌های کوه آجرهایی رو با رنگ‌های متفاوت داشته باشیم. خب دست ما را باز کرده که بدون استفاده از رنگدانه‌ها آجرهای به رنگ‌های متفاوت رو تولید کنیم. تکنولوژی های متفاوتی مثل پرسینگ، مثل اکسترود، کره‌های تونلی و رولری دست ما رو باز کرده که بتونیم آجر رو به ابعاد مختلف هم تولید کنیم. خب این توان باعث شده که ما امروز بالغ بر 1000 نوع تولید در رنگ ها و ابعاد مختلف رو داشته باشیم. قسمت های سنتی ما، قسمت های هندمید ما فعال هستند برای بازارهایی که نیاز دارن و هنوز اون تولیدات هم کنار تولیدات دیگرمون هست. سعی کردیم که باید شناسایی نیازهای مشتریامون خودمون رو تطبیق بدیم. یکی از اصلی ترین مسائل ما تطبیق و تولید بر مبنای نیاز مشتریان ما هست. هر روز رو این کار میکنیم و این ارتباط رو با مهندسای آرشیتکت داریم، بتوانیم خودمون رو خیلی فعالانه تغییر مسیر بدیم و نیازهای اونها رو تولید بکنیم. این توان کشور ایران، مملکت ما، برای مواد معدنی مختلف دست ما رو باز کرده به تنوع رنگ و تنوع ابعاد. سعی کردیم با علم روز پیش بریم، تولیدات جانبی متفاوتی رو ایجاد بکنیم. از تولید چسب آجر رو سعی کردیم به مرحله بسیار خوبی برسونیم. نانوها رو داریم استفاده میکنیم برای ساختمان. پودهای بندکشی رو در بالغ بر 40 رنگ داریم تولید میکنیم ازش و استفاده میکنیم. و در قسمت اعظم و کار اصلی سعی کردیم نمای خشک رو تولید کنیم. خب نمای خشک یعنی اینکه بتوانیم یه لایه نمای آجر رو جدا از ساختمان اصلی ایجاد بکنیم و پشت اون فاصله‌ای که ایجاد میشه تونل هوا را داشته باشیم و بتوانیم از پرت انرژی دیوارهای پیرامونی ساختمان جلوگیری کنیم. در عین حال وزن دیوارهای پیرامونی رو به نصف رسوندیم و این میتونه خیلی کمک بکنه به سازه های ساختمان. یعنی اینکه ما میتوانیم آجری رو داشته باشیم که مصرف انرژی ساختمان رو حداقل 50% بیاره پایین و فضای داخلی ساختمانمون رو بیشتر بکنیم. برنامه آتی ما حتما ارتباط بیشتر هستش با نیازهای مشتریان ما و بتوانیم خودمون رو با اون تطبیق بدیم. سعی داریم که به این ارتباط رو نزدیکتر بکنیم و با استفاده از نیروهای مجربی که به هر شکل از سیستم ما کار کردن، دوره‌های آموزشی رو دیدن، بتوانیم این ارتباط رو داشته باشیم. یکی از اهداف ما امروز این هستش که بتوانیم آجر رو بهتر به مردم بشناسونیم، روش‌های اجرایی اون رو بتونیم کمک کنیم با ایجاد کلاس‌های آموزشی متفاوتی که الان در اختیار داریم و داریم استفاده می‌کنیم. توسط سازمان فنی حرفه‌ای آموزش‌های مختلفی رو ایجاد کردیم برای قشرهای متفاوت. هم برای مهندسای آرشیتکت کلاس‌های خاصی رو داریم، هم از طراحی روش‌های استفاده و هم برای ناظرین ساختمان کنترل ویژگی‌های مختلفی که برای اجرا باید کار بکنن و هم برای نماکارها روش‌های اجرایی رو آموزش داریم و این ارتباط نزدیک رو با دانشگاه‌ها و هنرستان‌ها هم برای معرفی محصولاتمون و آشنایی اونها با این روابط داریم. آماده هستیم برای گرفتن نظرات مختلف مردم و خودمون رو تطبیق بدیم به نیازهای آنها. خیلی متشکرم. ممنون.
From Mr. Chini, the president and co-founder of the factory. He spent his life for developing the products and sharing with us his experience. Go now to watching the showroom of Mr. Fauzi in Oman. And we will back to you, and here we have Dr. Jafarian, the head of the educational section of the factory, and he will with us and talk about bricks and its efficiency in architectural modern designs. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Jafarian, to coming here and for attending here. We are with you.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. I'm Jafarian. I'm Jafarian, and I'm head of education team in factory. We're here to speak about brickwork and the modern brickwork. Actually, we try to show you some slide about what we can do with brick these days. This is a part of a very long term of the education brick, but is just a finish time. It help us to know and get some information to us to actually get some thing to do with brickwork. If we can go to the PowerPoint, we can speak about that better. Please, can we have the first slide? Thank you. This is one of the ancient brickwork in Iran, in Gombat Sultaniye Zanjan. Is a very famous building. Actually, is biggest dome in Iran. You can search about that. But if you pay attention to this brickwork, you can find some parametric brickwork here. This building built about 7th century ago, and you can find how they can calculate some mathematic thing to do some fantastic brickwork. in the next slide, please. In this picture, we can find the Asian building. Actually, this is the folding in the architect. You can find the base knowledge and data in the folding architect thing. You can see is we can do anything in brickwork, because brickwork had a 10,000 years period, and you can find anything that the architect and the builder try to do with brickwork. The next please. You can, if you pay attention to the picture, you can find the very modern architect in the 7th century building. You can see the base knowledge of architect, and the brickworking is continue, and we can just some do with the brickwork. We try to know that how we can change this knowledge, this information that we get from older, and we can improve that to the better brickwork with this technology. And this technology help us to use it faster, use it easier, and use it very different from that way. Please have a next slide. This is a very old pattern in a very modern way. You can find this pattern in Colosseum in the Rome. You can find this pattern in everywhere, every corner of the every country that use brickwork. But you can get the new sense of brickwork. This is a very modern pattern with just change some bricks to just more things as that another one. We speak about this picture. You can see on the screen. This very old brickwork, and you can get the very modern sense from this brick working. Is just use two type of brick, is a single one and a thin one, and you can just play with this two type of the thickness. You can get some development in this pattern. If you have a next one, this is a very modern building, is actually from a very famous architect from Gary. This can you see, this is a very unusual brickwork and unusual scenes. But if we pay attention and sit very close in the next slide, you can see this is just a normal brickwork with just moving the brick just front another one. If you pay attention to join of brickwork, you can see this actually a family brickwork, and is a very usual brickwork in the world. You can see, you can find it everywhere. But it's just moving, and just move just from the another one. You can see we have some stirring brickwork, and you can find these these wave things in the brickwork. If you have another picture, you can see join is just a middle of the lower brick, and you can see this movements of the brick just gets filled with some thickness brickwork, and the developing of moving the brick just from another one. We can see another. In this case, we have same technique with another one, just with a little bit difference. You can see the brickwork are same. We use two type of the thickness, but the move of the brick just a little, just nearing 5 millimeters, go to front, and you can have this sense, this playing with shadow, and if its signs move another building, you can around the building, you can have a lot of different actually view, because there's a shadow of the brickwork. Can we have another one? We actually we test this technique in the older building, and you can just copy that. So you can, because I believe that the brick working, the brick workers actually do everything for us. They do they best. They do what they can, and they develop the best things they can. We just if we can't just copy their working, we can have a best brick working here in the modern age. As you can see, this is just a building. We can use this technique of the brick working. We use the brick front another one and just turn it 3 degree, and you can see the type of the brick working. We will speak about this technique further. Can we have another one? As you can see, this technique, we can develop this technique with just the signal brick, the brick that have a 5 centimeter thickness. You can see we have just cut the back of the brick. We actually turn in the triangle brick and use it with this technique. You can see how we play with shadow this technique. Can we have another one? As you can see, head and body building working is a very brick working is a very usual technique. You can see this picture. This is a modern brick working. This brick working mortar is not used, but you can see we have same thing. We have head, we have body, but in the some way we just move out head and we just erase body. You can, if you pay attention this brickwork, I told you head and body is a very old technique in the brickworker. We developed that, we call that in the different name. We call that English brickwork, we call that Flemish, we call that another things in the brickwork. But in this way you can find we just with 2 techniques, move out head and just erase some body, we have a very modern technique. Pay attention, we actually translate old brickworking to the modern way. We can have another one. Thank you. In this way, if you pay attention, it's just a Flemish. If we can zoom, you can zoom in that. You see the head and the body. But just with changing background of the brickwork, you can have some space, space to use to moving out some bricks, and you can have this pattern. It's very useful. It's very easy to do that. It's not actually we can just train your brickworkers to do that in the very small time. But it's the art of the architect to use this technique, not the art of brickworker. This kind of a skill is not about how you find the new way, how you find the best thing, very actually something from a space to do that. It's very usual, it's very easy, it's very friendly to do this technique. Can we have a next one? You can see in this very simple way, just with some cuts of the brick, we have this angle. Thank you. Next one, please. This brickwork you can see just with erasing some brickwork. We have some technique. You can find this kind of pictures. Can we have a next? See, you can just moving the previous picture a little brick to corner. You can see this new wave of brickwork.
Thanks, Mr. Jafarian, for your great presentation delivered to us. And now we can have a better imagination to combine the traditional architectures and modernism. I think.
you.
Thank you very much,
Thank
and
you.
thanks to our audience for their patience. We will watching a video about modernism.
از کجا بند از کجا باده گردون ساقیا باده گردون ساقیا از کجا بند از کجا باده گردون ساقیا باده گردون ساقیا آن جام جان افزای را آن جام جان افزای را بریز بر جان ساقیا آن جام جان افزای را آن جام جان افزای را بریز بر جان ساقیا از کجا پند از کجا باده بگردان ساقیا باده بگردان ساقیا من از کجا پند از کجا باده بگردان ساقیا باده بگردان ساقیا آن جام جان افزای را آن جام جان افزای را بریز بر جان ساقیا آن جام جان افزای را آن جام جان افزای را بریز بر جان ساقیا
Here we have Dr. Sohrabi, Dr. Erfan Sohrabi, who is developing this material all around the world. Hi, Mr. Sohrabi.
Hello.
Thanks.
Hello, everybody. I hope that you are doing well during this pandemic. The pandemic changed the situation. You know that the pandemic changed the situation. So I hope that these days you are stay safe, and you and your family. I know that Mr. Fauzi have some special situation for developing these materials, and closely we are getting in touch together. So today I wanted to talk about these materials. As you know, these are very popular to use these materials all around the world, because nowadays the architectures like to use these materials, and the combination of traditional design with the modern design will be usage of these materials. It means that nowadays you can find many projects, especially in interior design, the people prefer to use these materials. What is the specific of these materials? I wanted to explain these things. Aishida, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So these materials build up and make by one specific materials, which are I would say that no pigment. It means that there is these colors are natural. If you use these materials for your project, you wouldn't find any issue for the colors, because we cook it 1300 degrees. Nothing is chemical additive in these materials. So and you couldn't find two pieces the same color. The random of color in your project, if you use
Random
this, you can
colors.
find it in the random of color. So what is I wanna emphasize today is that these material is the piece of art. And that's why the architectures like these materials very much. So we have a good partners in South Korea, in Russia, in Australia. They are
Great.
developing the material. The North America, Canada, we are developing these materials. As my brother Mr. Fauzi mentioned, that these are developing in, I would say, Russia also. They like it. You know, in that weather, it is important for them to use the materials which durable. It means that it wouldn't freeze them. The weather changing, the temperature changing wouldn't affect it on these materials. That's why I wanted to emphasize in these words. These bricks are durable for the strongness, for the color. So these two features make these materials different. And now I know, I think from Mr. Fauzi, my brother in Oman, you will find in his Instagram account that he's developing for the flooring also. What is the feature? Because when you use it for the flooring, then you will have the good looking for the color, good looking for the strongness. So today, the best things that I think better to keep in our mind, these materials for your region, your climate is the best, because there is no change for the color, the first. There is no change for the strongness, and I would say, totally, it is durable. This is a new material, because the raw material is specific. It is not clay. Naturally, you can find these colors. It means that if it is red, it means that the core inside is red. No chemical additive
Nature-made.
pigment. Yes, no pigments. Mr. Chini actually mentioned these things. I want to emphasize in this feature for these materials. So I wanted to talk about the materials. It is different from what the European developing, because the raw material of these material, especially you can find in Iranian mine. We are mining these materials, and you couldn't find these materials any other places. That's why they use clay, and actually adding the pigment, it becomes a bit, I would say, artificial, because you add pigment. But naturally, these materials are different because the color is different. You can find the black. You can find Mr. Fauzi's showroom in Al Sib. I think it is located in Al Sib. You guys know better than me because you are in Muscat. It is in Al Sib area. So you will find the different color, different shape, different sizes. Actually, during this webinar, we try to show them, show the audience. We honor to show them the different, I would say, project, different designs to keep you, to give you guys better ideas about how to use these materials. So, Aysudab, anything you wanted to ask for this session, I'm available. I can answer you. If not, I think it is better to have the one video from the factory. Then we will come back for the question and answer. Yes, we will go and come back to you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much for sharing some useful information with us. I think this is the main purpose of why we're here and why we're in this webinar. You tell about all the information.
Thank you for having me in this webinar. Thank you.
step, Dr. Sohrabi, we have also Mr. Fauzi for question and answering.
Very good. Salam alaikum, brother Fauzi.
Hi again, Mr. Fauzi.
Assalamu alaikum, brothers. The voice is not clear.
Can you hear us? Aisuda, you can try. Maybe your microphone is better than me.
Mr. Fauzi, can you hearing us? Maybe some technical problem Mr. Fauzi has.
So the control room can
I think,
check it.
It's not clear. Give me a minute. Let me check something. I will be coming back.
Okay, Mr. Fauzi, we have you here on a.
Can you hear?
We can hear you well, Mr. Fauzi. Please continue. Go on.
I should be 1 minute.
Okay.
There is a noise outside. Give me a second. I will ask him to keep quiet.
Okay.
Okay. So Aisuda, how was the webinar? We are talking about the factory. We are talking
Yeah.
about the architecture. We have some video clips about the modern design. And after that, we talk about the other markets about these materials. What is your idea?
I think all of these sharing information are very useful also for me and other people that watching
Attending,
us
yeah,
and attending on this online webinar. And I think it's improve our knowledge and
yes,
use
I
it.
think nowadays awareness about the new product, it is important.
Yeah.
Because you have so many different materials all around the world. The architectures recommend the new materials, but awareness. We must have such webinar like this to share this information with the others.
Yeah, you're
It
right.
is important.
Completely right.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I think such webinars can help others to have a good sense about how to use it, how, previously before the pandemic, we think that have such webinar must be in person. It means that seminar, they
Yeah.
say seminar. But nowadays, by these facilities, online sharing, it would be much better.
We can
because-
gathering
Yes,
again
exactly,
on
absolutely,
online
yes.
platforms.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now we can easily talk to our partner in Oman, Mr. Fauzi. We can share it easily. We are here, they are there,
Yeah.
sharing the information. It is,
Information.
yes, it is easy. And I think these facilities.
Sorry, I'm back.
Hello,
salam
Mr.
alaikum.
Fauzi again.
Sorry, I'm back.
Hello,
salam
Mr.
alaikum.
Fauzi again.
Hello. Sorry, somebody is walking outside and they were making noise.
Okay, now we are with you for question and answer. If you receive any question, we can answer. Anyhow, I'm waiting for your question. Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, there's questions for that. A question asking, these materials, are they environmental friendly?
I think Aisuda can say, absolutely yes.
Yeah.
It is biodegradable because we are mining, no chemical additive. We just mining these materials, we sorting these materials, then press it. You can see it. You can find this answer in previous videos which we have sharing in this webinar. We press it and put it in the oven, cook it 1300 degrees. So it is biodegradable, no chemical additive. So I would say I said a yes to this question.
Yeah.
Yes, brother, we are ready for any other question. If you.
Yeah.
Question.
Mhm.
The materials for inside and outside, are they same materials or it has got a different?
They wanted to know it is used for interior design or exterior design. I would say both. It means that we can use it for interior design, for exterior design, especially you can see that nowadays for the hotel lobbies,
Yeah.
for the coffee shop, for the restaurants, they use it, Mr. Fauzi, for interior design. For exterior design, they
Yeah.
recommend it for the
Nowadays
villas.
it's more common.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Actually, for the flooring,
Yeah.
beside the swimming pool, I should have. I know that it is common to use it for beside the swimming pool, and it is nowadays it is popular for hotels. They recommend it for the hotels for beside the swimming pool. I would say both for this question. I hope that my answer is complete for you, Mr. Fauzi. If you have any, during my answer, if you have anything you wanted to mention, it is my pleasure to answer you. Yes, Mr. Fauzi, can you hear us? Control room, we don't have Mr. Fauzi voice. Control room?
Hello?
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
yes,
Mr.
yes.
Fauzi.
Now we can hear you.
There's a question. If the person wants to have a special design, custom design for his own house or building, is it possible?
Again, I would say definitely it is our pleasure to share our experience with the people who wanna to develop these materials in their own projects. We can customize the materials, especially the materials. But one important thing is the quantity. You know, the production line need the reasonable reason for switching to new materials. But totally, I would say yes, it is possible to do like that.
And for example, if I've got multi-story building, I need a special design for myself, and it is, as they call it, it is custom made.
Yes, I would say
It
yes.
will be possible to have that one, isn't it?
Yes, I would say yes. In this stage, you are developing the material in Oman, and I would say yes, it is possible, brother.
The other one is about the glue. You know, there's in the market so many kind of glues, and some of them it is ordinary cement. Is it possible to use the ordinary cement for the tiles, or we have to use the glue?
Aisuda, what is your idea about this question?
I think we can use both of them, or also glue and cement for
Thanks.
installing the bricks.
Yeah, it is correct. Technically, my recommendation is to use the materials that durable. Cement, there is a risk. There is a risk for using the cement, which is maybe by climate changing. Cement affected on our material, but for glue we recommend more. For cement we have the advantages because we have so macro hole on the surface.
Yeah.
If we use the cement, then the water inside the cement, can you show my hands like this, the control room? The cement, there is a water inside the cement, and this is the brick. If it is brick, so there are so many hole, macro hole on the surface of the brick. If we use the cement, the water inside the cement wanted to go through these macro holes. Then it will be like this, so strong, nothing will be affected. My worry is if we use the salty water, Mr. Fauzi, if we use the salty water, then the salt go inside the bricks. So I recommend glue for the first, the second for cement. But there is no worries if we use it, use the cement, and after that we use the cleaning material. As you know, the cleaning material is the specific material. After we finish the installation, we use the cleaning material. So my question, my answer was complete for you. You need to discuss more.
Yes, completed. It's okay. And now again, there are we saw in the market, there are special tiles, like in the one which is on the mosques in Tehran and Asfahan. That one, does it require a special skilled people or any normal mason can do it?
You know, specific things, I would answer like this, Aisuda. Specific things always need specific attention. When we are talking about some specific design, some specific materials, so we need to prepare for some specific actions. I have no idea about how it would be special, what you are mentioned in details, but there is no limitation for developing the materials. Think positive. We can do anything from what we desire. I would say like this. Isn't it, Aisuda?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Other thing which is now you saw sorry, you spoke about the cleaning material. The cleaning material.
I wanted to
What's the
ask,
difference between the clean? I cannot hear you, brother Dr. Rafan. I cannot hear you.
control room, can you check my voice? Can you hear me? 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me now?
Now it's better, but still weak.
Still weak. My voice is still weak. Anyhow, it is the part of the live programs. This is the part of the live programs. It's sometimes the technical problem happen. Now, how is my voice now?
It's okay now.
Okay, okay, it is solved. I'm available. Yes. Can you ask again? Come again.
Regarding that, the cleaning materials. Okay. Are they different type of cleaning materials or one type we can use for everything?
We have cement reducer and efflorescent reducer. If you want to discuss more about them.
Yes, it depends on what kind of material we are using, and we can recommend our cleaning materials. Before developing these materials, the cleaning materials, I would say, we think about it. Maybe the dust, the dirtiness caused by cement, caused by materials, caused by dust, any other materials. That's why for preparing these materials, we think about this situation and we add chemical material inside our cleaning products to avoid the weakness, and it is strong enough to solve and remove any dirtiness, any issue after the installation.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Mr. Fauzi, your next question, we're waiting for you.
The next question regarding that nano protection. It is for how long once you applied it, you need to redo it again?
I would say I recommend every 5 years, but one time it is enough. It depends on the weather and situation. It depends on the weather and situation, if we use it for interior design, no more, just one time. If we use it for exterior design, every, I would say, 5 or 6 years. If
Dr.
we use,
Sohabi,
yes,
about Oman climates.
Oman climate. I would say, Aisuda, depend on if we use it for the flooring, the story will be different. If we use it for the wall, which is always face to the sunrise, it is affected, and it is chemical materials. I would say it will be durable, but it is better to revise it every 7 years, I would say, for the Oman, for Oman climate. But in case we do not use the nano, nothing will be happen to take care of our walls. Yes. I would say like that, yes.
Okay, thank you for your explanation, Mr. Sohabi.
And there are more 2 questions regarding that dry fixing.
Dry system. Oh, yes.
dry system. Is it
Yeah.
expensive?
Um, you know, I would answer like this, Aisuda. These materials is for the finalizing, for when we finish our job in the construction, we use these materials. If the cost is the main matter for us, it means that we don't care how it would be, how it would look our project in future. So I would answer like this. The advantage of the facade solution, the rail system, which you asked me, is that the weight of the building will be lighter more. It means that how much you desire to cost for have the lighter building. Isolation, it means that after we use the facade system, facade dry system, I would say that you will have the saving energy, good saving energy. You will have the light building for example, for earthquake or any other unaccepted things happen for the building. But I would say like this, a bit is the best word to use in this answer. A bit expensive,
Yeah.
not more something huge.
But I think it's
Yeah.
cost.
Yes, it is cost. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, it is cost. But it will be provide us some good features like isolation, some like light building, not heavy building. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
And the last question,
So it is the last question.
yes, if the visitors they would like to come and visit the factory, is it possible?
No problem. No problem. Why not? We are absolutely ready and most welcome to you guys. You guys, the Omanis guys are our brothers and most welcome. Yes, why not? Anytime as you wish, we are ready for visiting the factory. No worries. We are here to sharing these technology, these materials to the Oman markets, and I would say my pleasure. Yes. Anyhow,
Thank
it was
you.
your last question, huh?
Yeah, this is the last question I had it.
Thank you so much. I think very good information sharing, isn't it,
Yeah.
Aisuda?
Yeah, absolutely. Very useful information shared during this webinar, and I should thank you for your participation in our webinar, and Mr.
Welcome.
Fauzi, and I hope this webinar will be useful for every other that
Audience,
attending
yeah.
the webinar.
Thank you. So, anything you want to mention, Mr. Fauzi?
I would like to thank you very much, Dr. Irfan and Aisudi, for the webinar. And I wish that the other will get benefit of the webinar and they will learn about the bricks itself, how to use it. And inshallah, soon we'll have a visit to Tehran once everything goes to normal.
Inshallah,
Inshallah, we're
Thank you so much.
waiting you, Mr. Fauzi, to hearing you again in Iran.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having
Thank
me
you.
here, Aisuda. And I hope that during this webinar we share good information with you guys. Thanks again. I look forward to hearing good news from you guys from Oman, and we are here to support you. Thanks again, and we are with you, Aisuda.
Okay, thank you. Thanks to audience for their attention. And this is, I hope, many times we have these kinds of webinar again in Oman or in any other countries.
Good, good.
And this is so useful for sharing the information for us.
Good, good. Thank you so much. Stay safe and ma salam.
Ma salamek. Bye bye.